His Royal Highness Prime Minister Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa has deputized President of the Supreme Health Council, Lieutenant General Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, to open the first Gulf Health Insurance Conference and exhibition.
The first GCC Health Insurance Conference is a great opportunity for all the leaders of the health, either in the GCC, Arab country, or even foreign countries, to discuss issues related to universal health coverage. I think everybody have reached the conclusion that without universal health coverage, we will not be able to reach the social development goals of the United Nations. This is a very important goal that cross-cut all the other goals. And in Bahrain, we have taken this initiative by issuing the health insurance law, and we are starting to implement the law gradually, where the citizen will feel that there is a choices for them to choose healthcare provider, and at the same time, we improve the quality of healthcare services.
The event, which is organized by the Supreme Health Council, kicked off yesterday at the Isa Cultural Center, and the theme developing the health system, the Gulf vision of the applying health insurance. It was attended by Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, Ministers, former Secretary General of the United Nations Ban Ki-moon, the World Health Organization WHO, Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom, GCC Health Ministers, GCC Secretary General Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani, Health Minister Faiqa bin Saeed Al Saleh, Director General of the Gulf Health Council Sleiman Al Dakhil, senior invitees and participants.
Today we are having the first GCC conference or summit for the health insurance. It is the first one on GCC, and I think that will be the first step, which is a major one, for the transformation or the reform of health services in Bahrain and also even in the GCC country. This conference today is giving us the opportunity mainly to have to meet with the expertise from all over the world. The name, it is a GCC, but actually we have invited a guest from all over the world. It's just like a global idea about the health insurance. Today we're having people from the World Bank, from WHO. Ban Ki-moon is the former General Secretary, and even from Estonia, from Europe, from Korea, everywhere actually. So this is a global conference rather than to be like a GCC conference. Here, as this conference will be like an added value for us in Bahrain, mainly to have the, let us say, what are the experiences with health insurance. I just want to give like one major information about Bahrain, that we are having this general coverage or the insurance, which is not the insurance as it's known. It is the general coverage for the health services, which it is there in Bahrain for more than 80 years now. So what we are doing now is just like having like a new reform, a new design for Ministry of Health, a new design for the health services at the national level, so that it will have more added value for the population here in Bahrain. Simply from the speech today and from the people who come as an expertise, will put for us as an action plan. This action plan have to be very, very clear and with the responsibilities, with the expertise, that what will be done, for example, for autonomy, what will be done for the health insurance claiming, and if there's like insurance companies, what will be done as a plan for the Ministry of Health, what will be the rule of Ministry of Health in the coming days. So it's really actually an added value, as I mentioned. We are very actually proud to have such event today in Bahrain. We are expecting too much from these 2 days, and hopefully that will be fun with the goodwill fair to the Kingdom of Bahrain.
The first GCC Health Insurance Conference and Exhibition is under the patronage of His Royal Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa, the Prime Minister of Kingdom of Bahrain. The conference hosted many of the consultants and the keynote speakers from the world. The main keynote speakers, His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, the Chairman of Supreme Council of Health, and His Excellency Mr. Ban Ki-moon, the former Secretary General of United Nations, and the General Director of the World Health Organization, Dr. Tedros Adhanom, and some of the GCC health minister from Kuwait and Saudi Arabia and the Emirates, and the Regional Director of the WHO, Dr. Ahmed Mandari, and the Saudi Insurance Council and the GCC Health Council Director all are here, and they are most welcome to Kingdom of Bahrain. The conference is today and tomorrow, 18 and 19 of November, and there are many speakers from the WHO and the World Bank organization, and these speakers are in the fields of health economics and the health insurance and the health reform. They discuss many issues and challenges related to the implementation of the health insurance. Especially we are going to implement the health insurance in the coming years in the Kingdom of Bahrain, and we want to learn from their experience and to change ideas and learn from the challenges they face during the implementation in their countries. And we hope all success to our conference, and everybody in the GCC and the world are most welcome. We have around 600 to 650 participants from all around the world. We have from Russia, we have from the GCC countries, from Korea, from Thailand, from India, and we are so happy that we have this big number of the participants in our country. And we hope in the coming years we repeat the same conference, whether in Bahrain or in another GCC countries.
The conference represents a free platform to hold prophetic discussions on reforming the health insurance. Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa pointed out Bahrain's recent approval of the National Health Plan 2016-25, describing it as a strategic priority implementing the National Health Insurance Program. He also called to face challenges by promoting health dialogue between countries.
I'm very pleased to be here as part of the World Health Organization in my own beloved country, to have the first GCC conference on health insurance towards reaching the health for everyone, regardless of the money, and how to improve. The conference is very much important, timely, because we are talking about innovation, creativity, on how to invest in health with whatever we have, regardless of who is living on our lands. To me, this conference is timely, because we can share the experiences, how to separate between the provision of care, the purchasing of care, but at the same time to ensure quality of services is provided to everyone. The innovation will come on how each one of us, whether we are in public sector or private sector, individual people have a responsibility to protect our health, to be healthier, but at the same time, when we are needing in healthcare services, we can get a quality one.
Brave 18 finished with a bang on Friday night at Khalifa Sports City Stadium. It was Brave Combat Federation's 18th event and part of Brave International Combat Week 2018. The event featured 3 championship titles and attracted some of the biggest names, including UFC lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov, Sean O'Malley, Juice Shirley Torres, Jack Black, and Lena Hartz. The fight night was a joint promotion between Brave 18 and WFCA 54. Biggest upset of the day was witnessed in the second fight when Sian Gwali of SVG Ireland shocked fellow INMAF medalist Hardeep Rai with a thrilling first round TKO finish. Later, Luan Santiago and Jamil Chan fought 3 rounds in a bout, showcasing intense stand-up action. Bahrain Hussein bounced back with a dominating win over Egypt's Hassan Abu Ali. The 2017 IMMAF medalist went ahead with a TKO finish for his second win at Brave. In the co-main event of the night, Steven Loman from the Philippines defended his World Championship title against Felipe Efrian from Brazil. Loman is the champion with the most number of successful title defenses. He was awarded the World Championship title by Khabib Nurmagomedov. In the main event of the evening, Abdulkarim Silwari became the first fighter from Palestine to contest for a World Championship title when faced the champion Lucas Mineiro from Brazil. The bout was settled in the first round as Silwari slammed Mineiro, forcing the referee to stop the fight and declare Silwari the winner.
We said before the event that this is going to be the largest MMA event in the whole of Asia, and it was the largest MMA event in the whole of Asia. We had the biggest name of mixed martial art, we had the biggest fights, the whole world was watching this whole week of events. Brave was fantastic. We've never had an event that good as Brave 18, what we saw yesterday. We had 10 medals for Bahrain, so that's an exciting news for Bahrain as well. Not only that the event was great, for us personally as Bahrainis, we had 10 medals, so that's amazing. We have 3 more fights to go. Hopefully, inshallah, we'll win 3 gold. So, overall, personally, nationally, internationally, MMA community-wise, everything, it was on the top of the foot class. It was the best event I have ever experienced in my life. They have never seen anything like this before. I am in the MMA industry all my life. I've seen the biggest shows to the smallest shows. So for me, I know what MMA is, and I've seen the biggest event in MMA. His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa has put on a different level of change in the whole of the industry of the sport. This was not about a show that is better than other shows. This was not about competition. This was not about how good the event was. What the delegation saw and what the world saw was a change in the mixed martial industry as a whole that His Highness Sheikh Khalid is bringing. What they saw is Apple entering when Nokia was the biggest. I wish this never ends. Last time I said this in an interview that this was the best week of my life. This year it still was another best week of my life of 2018, and I can't wait for the 2019 week. It's going to be much more bigger than this year. So all I'm going to do is wait for the next November of 2019, 1 week for the Brave International Combat Week 2019. I wish the whole Bahrain is looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's really competitive. There's people from all over the world, the best people, and doing amateur mixed martial arts. They're all here performing at the highest level, so it's the highest level for an amateur. Main obstacle is probably making our weighing in every single day, because you have to be on the button for your weight class every single day, so that's probably the main obstacle. But other than that, there is no real obstacle for it. Yeah, I found it good. Obviously, I went out in the first round, so I would like to do a wee bit better, but it's been great watching the rest of the competitors fight. My teammates there, Jack, got to the quarterfinals, then unfortunately broke his hand, so it would have been great to see him in the final, but maybe next year.
I thought it was really good. This was the first year that they brought in the juniors for the World Championships, and I thought it was very competitive. There wasn't one person who wasn't at the highest level competing in it, so I thought it was really good, especially for under 21 people competing against people the same age as each other, so I thought it was very good. Well, I won my first one in the round of 16, then I got into the quarter-final, and second punch I threw, the guy ducked and I hit the top of his head, so I broke my hand, so that was that fight over. So if I had won that fight, I would have been in the medal position, so it was a bit disappointing, but hopefully I can come back next time and go do better. Breaking my hand in the first round of a fight, and trying to fight through it, that was the biggest obstacle, but I know, trying to train for all the different styles of people here. So, you know, there's strikers, wrestlers, grapplers. There's a lot of different styles to prepare for. So that's probably the biggest obstacle. Thanks to all the doctors who helped me with my hand. They were really great at and really quick fixing it. So thank you to the doctors.
It is a very big championship, a lot of countries, everything is good, organized. I fought in MMA for the first time, I became the second, so I'm happy and I like this tournament and this kind of sport. It was my first fight with athletes from China and it was hard for me because I do kickboxing and I had problems with the wrestling. I thank Bahrain and I wish it becomes more beautiful and never stops. I will be happy to come here next year.
Part of what we do is hand wrapping. So what we try to do is make sure that the hands are safe, but they're mobile enough to actually participate in BJJ, well, grips, wrestling grips and stuff. So part of the job that we do is to make sure that these guys' hands are safe, and then basically we send them out that way to get their gloves and various. But all of this has to be legal in terms of length and width, etc. So we supervise here and the warm-up area to make sure that nothing goes in there that shouldn't be in there. So my job is as supervisor and commissioner. There have been a couple of hand injuries where there's been previous damage to the hand. So what we try to do is stabilise the hand the best we can. Because this is the biggest day of some of their lives, we try and make sure that we give them a chance to compete. Even if the hand is slightly questionable, slightly I say, not complete, not broken, but you know. So that's about the worst. It's fantastic this year. I mean, Bahrain is making history right now. It's making history in the sense that it's the first time ever in the world that you've ran a junior in the World Championships. So when you're the first, nobody else can claim that they did it. So it's groundbreaking for athletes. It's fantastic for athletes. Thank you for your hospitality, Bahrain. Bahrain has been amazing. I thank you so much, Shukran.
Minister of Industry, Commerce and Tourism Zaid Al-Zayani confirmed the ministry's keenness to provide better services and enhance an effective communication with the beneficiaries of the services from inside and outside the country in implementation of the directives of the leadership and the government. This came during meeting with the Tawasul working team, praising their outstanding role in responding to the cases received through the Tawasul system. The minister presented appreciation certificates to the team, stressing the need to maintain the ministry's excellence status through more giving and perseverance. Works, Municipalities Affairs and Urban Planning Ministry, in cooperation with NGN Training Center, organized a training course for the ministry staff in technical reporting writing. The 4-day course included an intensive training on designing effective technical documents for both written and digital media, which is one of the basic means of communication between the various administrative levels, and standardize the methodology of these reports to increase effectiveness and the ability to analyze information, understanding decision-making, and contribute to ease the technical follow-up process. Trainees were introduced to the principle of technical writing with particular emphasis upon technical memos, problem-solving, and decision-making. Yaqub Al-Awadi, CEO of NGN Center, explained that this advanced training course comes within the framework of the center's keenness to train Bahraini cadres and to enhance their skills in various fields. A ceremony will be organized at the Al Ahmed Fatih Islamic Center marking the Prophet's birthday anniversary. The Ministry of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Endowments and the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs will be holding the annual religious celebration after Isha prayers. Abdullah Khalifa Hamda will recite verses of the Quran at the beginning of the ceremony. Justice, Islamic Affairs and Endowments Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Ali Al Khalifa will deliver a speech marking the religious occasion. Court of Cassation Judge, ACIA member Dr. Ibrahim Ali Al-Mreikhi and ACIA member Sheikh Mansour Ali Hamada will also address the ceremony. The ministry urged citizens and residents to attend.